You clicked on this video because the algorithm just threw this video out and then said, "Oh, this is gonna make some quick money for me. Hee 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 hee." But obviously, I'm just here to discuss a message I have for you guys as an autistic Gen Z. And it's also the fact that you probably clicking on this video thinking if you're like a millennial or like generation like before Gen Z, thinking like, "Oh, I wonder what it's like after you guys graduated high school. Must be really great for you now that you're gonna be an adult, you're gonna work in the workforce, you're gonna have a better future," and no. That's the harsh reality we're living in now. It sucks. I still live with my parents, I have no job, and I'm still chasing my dreams, still procrastinating, and yeah, just doing nothing. Still trying to be part of like a community, even though I can't, I don't know. Just still playing some games on my computer and trying to get into social activities just to feel better, but it's really not gonna get better if I don't do anything about it. And what I mean I mean like just trying to get myself a better future for the greater good of all, people, just people in general. But that's not even gonna be the case because Gen Z is already cooked, like beyond cooked, plus the rest of humanity. Because I thought about it, and there's basically a huge job decline, a birth decline, and a lot of crisis happening. Like, especially what got me scared the most is like no resources and food left eventually for the future. We're just gonna live in an empty world full of no food, just starving stomachs waiting to die the last minute. And the worst part, we're just consuming everything that we see on our phones, like on YouTube, Instagram, whatever social media that is. We're just consuming without even paying a price. But that's going to be a price when we eventually run out of, things to enjoy or run out of just basically everything. Yeah. And the people just running the economy kind of views it this way, like just as just consuming degenerates, just thinking that we're not gonna be better afterwards. I know this sounds like a lot of bullshit to talk about, like just talking about the economy and stuff, like trying not get our minds wrapped around to, but unfortunately it's part of our reality right now, and that's kind of the reason why we can't afford jobs, we can't get babies or anything else like that. I'm sorry. Like, I started realizing this and then began into an immediate panic. Like, I'm just genuinely panicking inside. Like, will there be nothing left for us? Like, there's generally no hope for us. I don't know if there's gonna be anything good left in this world. I just genuinely kept thinking about that, and then that just led me into an depressionate hole inside me. This is just my experience. I'm pretty sure all other Gen Zs just watching this is pretty much obvious with this. Like, oh my god, just get to the point already. Like, what's your message about? Like, I mean, this was part of my message, like, just saying that, of course, Gen Z is cooked. It's also just what I'm gonna include is what I'm gonna do, like, right now. What I'm gonna do is just, I'm just gonna stick to creating content, even if I don't get monetized, because it's the things that I create that will just give me enjoyment. And for the people viewing it, even if it's just one view, because the algorithm is like, picky, because it wants money, it's hungry for money. I don't know, it just is what it is. It's just the best part. I'll just live the moments that are good, and I hope you will too, if you want to join along the journey. But also because of death anxiety I have, my only hope after death is either resurrection from the second coming of Christ and just living forever on earth without scarcity. That, even if everything just feels repetitive, I don't think it will get repetitive because we would, because we would just be perfect. I'm not sure about that. I don't want to get too deep onto religious thoughts because I don't want to get caught up into like some debate that I wasn't focused on in the first place, but it's just my thoughts. My other hope could be like being reincarnated into a better future, even if it contradicts that humanity is basically cooked with resources depleting and all that stuff. Maybe if we're lucky enough, we could just get some of the coolest shit we've ever seen in sci-fi movies from 2000 something, I don't know, like 2100 or 2050, I don't know. Just a better future afterwards. And that religion part that I just mentioned, I think that because I was part of a religion which heavily restricted me to do stuff like everything for my childhood. Now, don't get me wrong, the 2000s, like, as a kid, like, even though I was a 2007 kid, like, just the 2000s in general were just generally the golden eras of basically everything. Being a kid, like a Gen Z kid in those times, were generally the golden days of humanity itself. And now it's the worst time to be adults in this area because, you know, everything's cooked now. Like, nothing feels interesting anymore, everything just feels soulless, hopeless, and, well, living in a financial debt, and we're just feeling hopeless and depressed inside. It's gonna suck. I'm sorry. And, I was also gonna say, because of the religion I kind of grew up with, it's also one of the parts that helped me make, Stella Novel. Yeah. Stella Novel, the series that I'm making, that you guys probably seen on my content already. I also forgot to mention that some people that have seen this type of, like, content before, they're probably like, oh, look at those furries, they're so disgusting. I'd rather watch his type of animated content, like that one video that says, move over. And don't get me wrong, it's really funny. I loved it too. And they're also going to be like, also going to watch those stupid ass videos about animated movies, and yeah, because they're better instead of furries. But it's also cartoons, because, you know, cartoons I've seen as, like, you know, a kid. It's given me deeper thought as an adult rather than, you know, being a kid. That's pretty much common for most of us nowadays. Just looking at movies back then and then seeing the real bigger picture instead of just seeing goofy characters just walking around, just doing stuff like throwing a pie. I don't know, it's just there. Like, one of the characters having the most sickest wisdoms would probably be like Chef Gusto along with Master Oogway. There's like a couple things I want to quote from Chef Gusto is like, if you focus on what you left behind, you're not going to be able to see what lies ahead. Now go up and look around! Or the fact that Chef Gusto says, you must be imaginative, strong-hearted. You might try things that may not work. Must not let anyone defy your limit because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. What they say is true, anyone can cook. But only the fearless can be great. I don't want to leave out Master Uwe, of course. I'm going to mention something from him. Like, obviously, we all know that he said something like, you are too concerned with what was and what will be. There's a saying, yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it's called the present. So, my advice, just take action by any means necessary. That's what I think right now. And no, that's not me telling you to, like, I don't know, just get a job or, like, do something that will probably turn your life over to get better. Just, I don't know, I'm not gonna say how you can control it. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. I'm just saying that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna, work stuff, not saying that I'll just work for the rest of my life. I'll eventually, I'll still enjoy like parts along the way, so it'll be nice. But however, since this video is now coming to an end, some of my concluding thoughts are just keep chasing your dreams and just work for it now instead of just, you know, waiting, because it's never going to be done if you don't do anything about it. You're just waiting for a time that will be perfect, or, you know, you're just waiting for nothing. So, if you just don't do anything right now, you're just gonna doom scroll and then just lie there being what they call doomer? I don't know. I've seen videos like that, like they call themselves a doomer. Like there's some dude who's just like at the computer, their entire desktop is messy, their whole room is messy, like it stinks like ass or something. Anyway, so just keep doing it, even if it seems impossible to do right now. There can be opportunities somewhat, like right now, it's just that we're not in the future yet, so even though we're scared of the future, there's not a future yet, so just do something now, then maybe, who knows, maybe maybe at work. And my dream is to make my own series solely, because I don't really trust anyone right now at the moment just to, help me with it, even though the help could really mean a lot, just not in the way I think, because, of course, I'm autistic, and of course, it's just like I view the world differently than most others. And sometimes a lack of understanding can cause significant, issues, frustrating stuff. I don't want that. I don't want people just to get constantly angry just because of my unrealistic expectations, or I don't want them to live through and suffer. But even after that, I want to create a community with people that I trust with. Anyway, yeah, that's just what I want to do the rest of my life. Just being able to serve a purpose, and it's like a mix between serving a purpose or life, just enjoying life as it is, and I don't know, just do whatever with it at the moment. And you can do whatever you want with this video too. You can either like, subscribe, or you can join along the journey, or I don't know, just do whatever you want to do. I'm not telling you have to, so just so it doesn't, sound forced and everything, so yeah. Anyways, you have a good day, and hopefully may the best luck be with you, like how the force will be with you. I was gonna say, may the best greatness be with you while you have it. Bye.